So I came across this post and it actually made me laugh. It says Edo people are celebrating flyover bridge in 2026, and there were so many people taking pictures. Somebody was even roasting suya. People were just up and down working like it was a park. And let me tell you why this is actually a problem in the long run. Now, when it comes to things that actually keep us healthy, we forget one very major important part, and that is actually walking. Something as simple as walking could save your life in the long run. Now, based on you go through life, you go to school, you're forced to sit down. You go to your office, you're forced to sit down. Someone like me, I know how much pain I go through because I sit for 12 hours sometimes at a time painting, which actually affects your health. Now, my problem is this is not even an Edo State problem, this is an all round Nigeria problem. We do not have parks in Nigeria. We do not have walk pathways where we can actually walk along the streets. Everywhere in this country is completely chaotic. There's nothing that is assigned to us for leisure, for entertainment, places we can just walk through. Even on the beach, before they took off Landmark Beach, you couldn't just walk in there and enjoy yourself and take pictures because, number one, they will charge you an arm and a foot from the entrance. Then when you get inside, if you have a professional camera, you have people disturbing you and asking you for money. Basically, everywhere you go, they're asking you for a lot of money, which is so unfair. Every Nigerian should be able to just go take a walk on the beach without having to pay extremely much. The government is supposed to focus on these zones because it is important. Now, when you look at Europe, let me use Romania, for example. We have so many parks you can't even count. It gives you the opportunity to move around. You have so many game reserves, game sections where you can create some form of activity. You have the malls, real proper malls where you walk around and oops, you've exercised. Here in Nigeria, we have just a few malls here and there. Number one, they're extremely big with nothing in them. Every store is so big and literally in less than 10 minutes, you've walked around the whole place, and they are very expensive. Walking is very important for us. When you think of entertainment in 2026, things that would help you just rejuvenate, the only places are restaurants, which are extremely expensive, and clubs. That's all. There is no place assigned for our children to go and have a nice walk, entertain themselves, ride a bicycle, do something. These are things that would affect our kids in the long run. Now, when we were kids, millennials and Gen X, right, we used to spend a lot of time out of the house. Things were safer back then, right? Now, in this modern day society, our kids are stuck on the internet 24 hours a day. If they're not in school, they're back to the computers because that's the only thing we have to offer. So I feel completely these people who looked at a flyover and said, let's make this an entertainment center because we are lacking activities, yo. I don't understand what we are doing as a people. You have young people that sit down for hours in the office, start complaining of joint pain and arthritis and all kinds of health problems because they sit too much. Give us a place to move around. Give us a place to entertain ourselves. Give us a reason to live. It's constantly, and mind you, even the little pathways you can walk in Lagos, they smell very bad. There's always garbage at the corner. The Loma people do not do their works the way it's supposed to be, and we're stuck. So instead of us laughing at this situation right now and say, oh my God, see people, I actually admire them. At least they had a place to walk. The Lagos state government and all other governments, governors should actually work on creating locations for people to just relax. We cannot be constantly stressing every single day and filling our bodies with anxiety while sitting down, and there is nothing assigned for people to just relax. It is important. When I was small, I used to go to Lekki Beach and I used to go to Bar Beach. We would ride horses, we would run from side to side. Now, the only beaches that are even available that look good, yes, they are extremely expensive. There's no place for a person to just go publicly and relax. Who wants to go after sitting hours in an office to go and sit down in a restaurant or just go at night. Hey, God, Jesus, even the clubs don't do what they used to do. Back in the day, you go by 10 o'clock, you're partying, you go home by 1. Now, clubs are starting by 12. And nobody wasting their sleep for that. Like, please, let's think about, when we think about rebuilding the country, let's think of it as a whole. We need to do so much. And mind you, if we create this things, these recreational zones, a lot of people would want to come to Nigeria. Let's think about it as a big picture. Anyway, ciao, ciao.